Well, here I am about to send off the last email to my students for Nature of Math this semester, spring 2020. And I was calculating grades earlier, and just as soon as I started calculating the grades or putting things into Excel, I sort of felt a sense of nostalgia because this has been a long time. I've been doing this class for a long time. I think I started fall of 2005, so 15 years. It sort of ebbed and flowed, and I finished this semester with 24 students. I think the first year I probably had 80 or 90 or 100 or something. Okay, let's get started. My name is Matthew Withers. I've been teaching here part-time for a little while. The high water mark was about 340 students in 2014. I forget, I didn't look it up. But yeah, it's been a good class. At first, I didn't really want to teach the class. It was kind of like this general ed class that nobody wanted to teach and nobody wanted to take. But maybe that wasn't true. There were some people who did like teaching it. But then I started teaching it, and I just realized it could be something bigger, not just about mathematics, but about history and about philosophy and theology and about even knowledge itself. And so I've really enjoyed teaching that class over the years. This isn't the end of me teaching those types of ideas, because I'm teaching a quantitative reasoning class in the fall, and I'm still teaching for the business department and doing other things maybe too. But it does sort of feel like an end of an era, because this one class, the Nature of Math class, I think it probably started... Oh, Walt Stengel would know the answer, but I think it probably started in 1990-something, 95. I started teaching it about 10 years later, maybe even longer than that. Anyway, so here I am. I'm going to send this email. I'm actually going to send two. One, here we go. I have it all composed. I'm just clicking send. There, I sent that one, which says your grades are now on Canvas. You can go see it. I'm going to wait a little bit. So that as soon as they see that, then they see another email from me saying, please fill out this survey. So there it is. I sent the second one off too. So now my official duties are almost done. I still have to actually submit the grades, but I'm waiting a couple days so that they can see if there's any errors or stuff like that. Anyway, so now I'm done. I'm trying to remember what it was like the first time I walked into class, the first time I taught this class, which would have been probably August of 2005. I do remember telling people the very first time I ever taught class, I was sort of panicked being up in class, and back in 1998, just because I didn't really know what I was doing. But I got used to it. And over the next couple of years, I got used to teaching these small classes. But then I felt that same panic all over again when I was in front of a large class. It's sort of more than just a different scale. It's just a different thing when you're in front of, I must have been 100 people that first semester, because I had two sections. I forget. Anyway, yeah, walking in there, I just felt like I had to be ready and prepared in a way that I just wasn't ready at that time. I did talk to a few people who had me that first semester, and I said, oh, I'm so sorry that first semester I didn't know what I was doing, and it wasn't a very good class. And they said, no, it was fine. So I guess I did okay, but I definitely, for sure, the class is way better now, now that I'd had 15 years teaching it. And I do have recordings of the entire semester from a year ago. And so I do have an archive of that if I ever want to look back on that type of thing. And of course, there are 100 million people have seen bits and pieces of my class over the years. So that's always fun too. So I'll have that as a good memory. Okay, well, I just wanted to ramble on a bit and be a little bit nostalgic, because I was feeling like, oh, this is the end of an era. It's sort of a weird time, weird season to be finishing something like this, just because of the lockdown orders, and we're all at home and everything's so different this semester. But yeah, And I did really enjoy the 24 students that were in my class. It seemed like a really good group, and we had a good time. I was sad that we weren't going to see each other in person after March 12th or whenever that was. But I was gratified to see that so many of them were making regular appearances in the online classes, even though I made the recordings available later. So it was nice to be able to see them throughout the semester. And I still got to do my April Fool's joke online, did a couple of those. Okay. You guys are dismissed. I will talk to you later. Yeah, end of an era, on to the next thing, on to the summer 2020. We'll see what it's going to be like, who knows. And then even the fall 2020 is still kind of up in the air a little bit about how everything will work. And we're planning to be back on campus and open, but we may have to make some changes. So we'll see how that goes. All right, I'll say goodbye for now. Thanks for watching.